Thank you for watching another episode of Sloan's Reviews. Our mission is to help you decide what to love making next. Today's unboxing, first look at the Marble Run, or Dragon Marble Run by, it looks like IDVenture. You can see here the front, and look at some sides here. Not too interesting on the sides. On the back, though, it does say that the assembly manual is both a paper and they have a digital version too, which I think is pretty nice. Simple size 182 by 215 by 120 millimeters. It does look like a very big build. It's a pretty small box, but looks like it's concentrated. It has 15 marbles, 260 parts, according to the back here. Let's get her opened up here and see what we got inside. Starting my knife here, it's not being so good no more. Alright. It does look like it's a hand crank style kind of marble run to get the marbles up to where they need to go. Very interesting looking dragon. Let's slide it out here. Oh, so it's in a nice tray, which is actually very nice. Let's see here. And usually what I do as I pull the parts out, I go ahead and label them if I need to. So this is A. I try to write it in big letters somewhere so I can see. Actually, it says A and B, so how does that work? Okay, well, we'll try this. And this also has A. Looks like it's all A. This has C. But also some A. Okay, so this set is very interesting with its layout, I'll give it that. E. I only see E on the E's, which is nice. We have pieces popped out from somewhere. We'll have to, oh, I see where it came from. It looks like, it doesn't look like it's a used part. It seems to have popped out of one of these guys. So I think this is probably just a leftover from manufacturing kind of scenario. Alright, we got some plastic. Plexiglass kind of thing there, and I'm sure it's got some sheen that needs to be removed from it. It's very interesting. You can see the dragon faces there. Okay. Let's see here. This says F. Let's see, a big F right here. And then, ooh, lots of toothpicks. Lots and lots of toothpicks. Crazy. This says G. I do try to write the letters someplace inconspicuous, so hopefully if it ends up being in the model, hopefully it won't be very conspicuous in the model. This says B, A, and H. B, A, and H. Bah. Bah. Here's all your marbles. And we'll have to get a little baggie here for all these toothpicks, I guess. Be interesting to see where they moved. I don't think I've ever done a marble run that's had toothpicks used in it, unless I added them to help keep balls or marbles in place. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes you have to make some guardrails to make sure balls or marbles don't end up outside the marble run. Alright. This says A's, B's, and I's. A, B, and I. Okay. My marbles are going to start running around here. Wow, we got these guys. They're little plastic, usually shaft retainer things. They go on the end of the shafts to make sure things stay in place there. I haven't seen any shafts though so far. Oop, marbles running around. Oop, it's hard to get this one out. Let's see here. There we go. Oop. This particular piece is pretty thick compared to the others. Feels like, yeah. This has D, mostly D it looks like, but you definitely, if you can't find a part in this kit, it's probably just on another frame somewhere. And here is our instruction book. It's a nice instruction book style, which I absolutely love. I don't like to do the poster style if I can help it. It does mention again the digital access to a digital version if you prefer to use that over the paper. I don't know why you would, but maybe. Or if you lose the paper someday, maybe you can look up the digital instructions, which is pretty awesome. So it's got A and it's got everything on the page, which is interesting. Okay, so A, B, so you can go over each frame and hopefully see all the parts are there, I guess, would be the goal of that, which is very nice. I, Actually, can kind of be handy too if you like to paint your wood. You could go ahead and paint it up, and then that way you could still tell what the parts are if you covered up the numbers after you paint them. So that's actually pretty awesome. I like that. I don't know if I'm going to paint this one, but a lot of times I'll add some fluorescent paints to my marble runs. Just kind of jazz them up a little bit and put them under a UV light and just watch them glow. I do enjoy that quite a bit. Let's see here. I don't think I want to do that with this one, but it's just an idea. They give you some warnings. Let's see, glue and toothpicks have sharp edges. Glue is recommended to use for PVA glue or analogs for non-moving parts. And it says, don't use a lighted candle. We know what I haven't seen in this kit. It definitely had some gears. I haven't seen any wax. And you really need the wax of the gears usually. So that's one thing I'm missing so far. Wax with a candle. So you got to provide your own wax, it looks like, maybe. Okay, which is fine. I usually have some left over from other kits, but it's a little disappointing they didn't include that. One thing that's really nice about these kits is usually they have everything that you need in them, but this may not be the case this time. Tips and tricks and better ways to assemble. Very nice. Fragile. Good. That's definitely a good warning. On some parts you really don't necessarily know they're too fragile until it's too late. Alright. It tells you to remove the protective film on the plexiglass parts, which is good. I've seen a marble one that didn't mention that, which was very disappointing. I knew what to do, but other people may not. Wow. At least it tells you that some of the parts that look the same aren't the same. That's good. Is that the assembly? I hope not. Hopefully it's just giving you yeah, okay. It looks like it's just giving you kind of a broad overview there, and then actually telling you how to build it once you get into the pages. So that's good. Yeah, very good. The instructions to have nice pictures, so you're not just dealing with the drawing, you're actually dealing with physical pictures of what it's supposed to look like, which is impressive. It's a pretty thick book for such a small build, and I kind of like how it gives an overview of all the parts you're going to need in the layout. I think that's pretty handy. Okay, the toothpicks in this build are your axles. Interesting. Okay. I did not anticipate that, but sure, why not? Okay. There's your gears. Does it mention to... I was trying to see where it's going to say where to wax, and I'm not sure. Okay, fixing pins. Yeah, I don't see where it tells you to use the wax. It did in the front of the book, but not necessarily when you get to the moment, it looks like, which I think is a little bit disappointing. If you're new to building these, that could make for a bad day after you get built and find that it keeps freezing up on you because it doesn't have the wax to lubricate the gears. That'd be very disappointing. Huh. Well, at least I know better. Hopefully if you're watching my video, you'll know better too if you decide to build this guy. I mean, it looks really impressive overall. It just looks like maybe there's some aspects of the instructions that could use some help. Okay, so it's got a dragon head with a bunch of marbles around it. Is it just going to be like a counterweight maybe? Like maybe it has some kind of motion? I really don't know. Sure is like what it looks like here. Huh. I'm really interested in treating this build. I can't wait to get into it. Hopefully I'll be able to start on it a little later today, but I've got a lot on my plate here. Okay, here. Assembling the wings. Notes, a sheet for notes in the back. It's interesting. Put the marbles in and enjoy. Very good. I do plan to. Here's some more puzzles by the same company. I don't see more marble runs on there, but some puzzle boxes maybe, and it's kind of fun. Little safes. Alright. Okay. Well, that is the Dragon Marble Run by IDVenture. I will get together here soon and, of course, build on camera and give it a good review. Please like and subscribe. We really appreciate our subscribers. We are so close to 50 for the end of this month, which was our goal. Though we'd love to get even further than that if you can. If you could subscribe, please do so. We have a camera that is needing some help with all the activity it's been getting. It's starting to wear down. So please consider supporting us on Patreon. It's not something for nothing for $3 a month. You get access to all of our videos, which maybe they can use to help you decide what you love making next. I think $3 is a pretty decent price to pay for getting a whole lot of options and clues as to what you might enjoy making. Yeah, so please consider Patreon and subscribing and hit that like button. Thank you very much. I finally got around to writing an outro to give you plenty of time to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks again to those of you who have already subscribed, and one of you will have the good luck to be my first paid tier patron on Patreon if you subscribe today. For $3 a month, you get access to my videos without having to watch ads. Thank you in advance.